And welcome in to another episode of Off Script. My name is Zak Herbstreit. Ladies and gentlemen, college football fans out there, every year I feel like everyone has that one team in the back of their mind. Might not even be your own team, just some team you loosely kind of follow on the side. Some team you always see on SportsCenter or ESPN when you're looking at scores from the past weekend. You're like, oh, wow, they won again? Oh, wow, they were really scrappy. They really cut it close that game. Last year for me, that was that BYU team. This upcoming year, Kansas State comes to mind, Iowa. But I was looking through the ACC, and I'm really starting to like this Virginia Tech team. And let me tell you why. But before we get into it today, if you enjoy college football, if you enjoy the channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel as well. It really helps me out a lot, so I appreciate you guys. But let's get into it here. First off, looking back at Virginia Tech's season last year, a little bit of a disaster. That's probably an understatement. 3-9 record, 2-6 in the ACC, so not ideal. But then you make a big splash. You go out and hire James Franklin, probably the best hire you could have made in the coaching pool of college football. He was probably the top guy. And this is a guy who's notoriously known for turning programs around. Look what he did at Vanderbilt in the SEC. 24-15 record, success in the SEC, and then you flip to the Big Ten at Penn State, 104-45 record there, trip to the playoff, one game away from the national championship. Also has a Big Ten championship under his belt. So what does that mean in general? Well, he's got a proven track record in both the SEC and the Big Ten. So for the ACC, that means hopefully a lot of winning. So why am I starting to like this team this season? Well, I'm glad you asked. Looking at the transfer portal rankings from this past offseason, Virginia Tech's sitting there at number 6 in the entire country. So what does that say to me? Well, that's a testament to James Franklin and the culture he was building at Penn State and the guys he brought in from Penn State. And also just players around the country that want to play for James Franklin because they know what kind of coach he is. And also when you look at the ACC from top to bottom, the roster talent in general isn't all there. You look at, you got Miami, you got Clemson, SMU, and Louisville. I mean, they're sneaky here and there, but I wouldn't throw them just like up top in roster talent. But Miami and Clemson for sure up there. But Virginia Tech, I mean, they're pushing with the guys that just came in. I'm just saying. I think it's pretty interesting. It's a fair take there. And I thought this was pretty interesting. And shout out Andy Inari for this. But James Franklin even came out and said that compared to other coaches before him, like Brent Pry, who's still on the staff as the defensive coordinator, so awesome to see him just still being there. But compared to other coaches before James Franklin, they didn't have the resources to be set up for success, which is a shame to hear. They didn't have resources for recruits, for NIL to keep these guys in. But now, with James Franklin being there, it's a completely different story. He has this program in general has put all their chips on the table, and they're all in. They're all in on James Franklin. They understand what he's done in the past with Vandy, with Penn State. They want to be the next ones up. So with recruits, with NIL, with the fan base, we're getting back to getting premier football in Blacksburg, Virginia. That's what you want to see. And really, the fans do deserve this. This is probably one of the best college football fan bases in the entire country. Their passion, their hospitality. I mean, I was at the Virginia Tech-Ohio State game in 2015, the Braxton Miller spin move. I know you all lost that, but still, I appreciated the passion there. And also the Battle of Bristol against Tennessee, largest college football game ever. The passion there, I loved seeing what they brought to the table and just their love for the sport. It's unmatched. It's unrivaled. But really, at the end of the day, I'm just excited to see this team be in contention again. I'm just excited to see these new players, new coach James Franklin being in a new spot, new mindset, championship habits. I'm excited for this new Virginia Tech team. But Virginia Tech fans, let me know what you guys think. What are you expecting from Virginia Tech these upcoming seasons? I'd love to hear from you guys. But like I said, my name's Zak Herbstreit. This is Off Script. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you guys soon.